Well, the West African regional bloc ECOWAS has announced it is suspending ties with Niger and has authorized the use of force if President Mohamed Bazoum is not reinstated within a week. It follows an emergency summit in Abuja, Nigeria, attended by 15 West African heads of state. And to help us understand the situation as it stands, I'm now joined by France 24's Nigeria correspondent Chinwe Ossondu. Chinwe, thanks for joining us. What exactly has been said at this summit?
The authorities of the head of states and of governments and the West African ECOWAS have given a 7 days ultimatum to the military in Niger Republic to restore the ousted president Bazoum to office, and also said that his safety and that of his family is in their hands. So if anything actually happens to him, they will be held responsible and they will have to account for it. The authorities affirm that they recognize the legitimate president, that is Bazoum, who was elected in 2021, and of course proceeded to the sanctions. Some of the commercial or the economic sanctions that we have is the imposition of the land border closure and the suspension of all commercial flights between Niger Republic and ECOWAS member states. The president of the ECOWAS Commission, Omar Toure, announced the decision, saying that all chiefs of defense staff of the member states will proceed to an emergency meeting to strategize and on effective ways to implement the possible military operation to restore Bazoum to his office. So they have to carry out a meeting immediately, and also they have also proceeded to freeze all the accounts of anybody who has been involved in this coup, and also all the assets of Niger in the central banks. So right actually now it's going to be all these things going to happen 7 days thereafter. And of course, they also sent the president of Chad, the transitional president of Chad, to try negotiate with the military that is in place to make sure that these things are respected and they don't go the hard way, as ECOWAS has always proceeded in their policy. So they will use a software, and if it doesn't work, 7 days thereafter, they are going to apply all these sanctions that they actually took place today, and vehemently say that it should be time for action. They are not here again to debate with people or discuss with people, but they are going into action. That was the agreement at the meeting today in Abuja.
And Chinwe, what kind of implications could these sanctions basically have now on the country? It's already in destitute poverty.
We have the example of Mali. The Malians suffered when sanctions were imposed on them. It's actually going to be the same things for the Nigerians. So it's going to be more hardship imposed on the civilians and on the population that is already going a lot. Remember what happened over the weekend when the protests from the civilians came up, burning cars, and the protest of even attacking any political person that they could lay hands on. So it's going to be a chaotic situation. And if the military don't come in, and if there is no resolution or a change or the reinstatement of democracy in this country, it's going to be really a tough, the livelihood or the lively conditions of the Nigerians is going to depreciate a lot more. And diseases might breakout. It might be breakout of diseases because it's already a country that has issues with water. Polio is trying to be eradicated. Malaria is trying to be eradicated. So there are so many issues that will probably crop up from this. Talk less of the financial issues. They're already living down below. So if they don't have access to the provisions coming from the neighboring countries of like Nigeria,
Chinwe Ossondu,
I wonder how they're going to survive.
Sorry, Chinwe. Thank you so much for your insight there. That's Chinwe Ossondu, our Nigeria correspondent, reporting on that latest meeting with ECOWAS.